Hey there, it's Hillary, and today I'm going to be doing the 25 bookish facts about me video. I have been doing booktube for about a year now, so I thought this would be a fun video to do so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. I've been doing booktube for a year is not bookish fact number one, although that would have been an easy bookish fact. So let's get right into it. Bookish fact number one, I actually used to volunteer at my local library when I was in late middle school, early high school. When I was doing my National Honor Society hours, that was where I used to do my volunteer hours. I would volunteer at the local library. I got to get the holds for people and I got to put all the books back. And I thought it was one of the best jobs ever, and honestly, I think I would still enjoy working at the library. Probably not as a volunteer. Now I would like to do it as something I get paid for, but I thought that was one of the best jobs that I ever had. Bookish fact number two, I love audiobooks. I am like an auditory learner, so when I listen to audiobooks, I feel like I get so much more out of it than if I read it myself. Not that I don't read or I don't like to read, but I feel like I get so much more out of the story when I listen to an audiobook. Bookish fact number three, I have not read a lot of the most popular books in the YA community. I have not read the Mortal Instruments series. I have not read the Throne of Glass series. I have not read a lot of the really popular YA series that it's really common to read. I just recently read the Divergent series and the Hunger Games within the past 2 years. I just read the Percy Jackson this year, so I'm like a super newbie when it comes to reading YA. Number four, I do not own multiple copies of any book on my bookshelf. Whenever I get a multiple copy of a book, I always give it away to somebody that I think might enjoy the book or somebody I want to read it, and if they don't like it, I tell them to pass it on and find someone that they think would like to read it as well. Bookish fact number five, I cannot read books in bed. I could stay up in a chair or couch reading for most of the night, I think, but if I try to read any in bed, I will be asleep within like 10 pages of a book. Bookish fact number six, I cannot read in the car. I get car sick, not to the point of like vomiting, thank goodness, but I will end up with like a horrible migraine. So thankfully this is where the audiobooks come in. When I'm in the car, I listen to audiobooks instead of the radio. Bookish fact number seven, I have no preference on my media that I read. I have no problem reading a physical book, an ebook, listening to an audiobook. I have no problem with any. Bookish fact number eight, if I had to choose, I would prefer a book in paperback than hardback. One, because paperback is cheaper, but also because I just love a big floppy paperback that I can just flop open and it stays there. Bookish fact number nine, I have a hard time DNFing a book. There are only 2 books that I've ever DNF'd, and I really struggled to DNF them both. I've read over 100 pages in both of the books, and I really felt like I should just continue reading them because I had read so much. But I did finally convince myself that if I was really struggling with them that much, that I could have read multiple books in the amount of time that it was taking me to read one book that I was really not enjoying. Bookish fact number 10, I am not a fan of classics. I keep giving them a try, but I keep not liking them. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to find a classic that I really enjoy. The only classic that I've read that I enjoyed was Fahrenheit 451, and I think that's because it was a dystopian. Bookish fact number 11, I actually took a children's literature course when I was in college. I have a degree in early childhood education, so taking a children's lit course was part of my requirements for my degree, and it was one of our classroom assignments to read Harry Potter. Bookish fact number 12. In that children's literature class that I took, we actually also had to write our own children's book. So the children's book that I wrote, my teacher actually said that she thought it was so good that I should have it published, but I didn't. I keep thinking that maybe I should go back and try to have it published, although now, because it's been so long, I'd have to remake the book. Bookish fact number 13. My favorite book series are actually the Lunar Chronicles and the Raven Cycle series. I actually think I like those more than Harry Potter. Bookish fact number 14. When I was growing up, I was actually a huge fan of the Goosebumps series. That was like the popular thing to read when I was growing up. Bookish fact number 15. This is not really a bookish fact if you watch any of my videos, but my most favorite way to buy books is used books from the Goodwill. Bookish fact number 16, I actually used to be an exclusive ebook reader, which you probably wouldn't be able to guess from the collection of books behind me. I have actually only been collecting this mountain or bookshelf full of books. I've only been collecting for about a year and a half. Bookish fact number 16, I actually like to collect bookish mugs. And the thing about me is I won't use any of them. They're all on my bookshelf behind me. This one I actually had made, and it's a Hunger Games themed. It says, "May the odds be ever in your favor." I have a lot of other ones, especially ones that we've gotten from Owl Crate boxes. Bookish fact number 18, I like to collect an entire series before I start reading it. Bookish fact number 19, my bookish tastes have actually changed since I started reading more frequently. I used to be an exclusive, like, thriller, mystery type reader, and I read, like, adult fiction, and now my tastes have changed, and I read pretty much anything, although my favorites are fantasy and dystopian, and now I prefer YA literature. Bookish fact number 20, I cannot think of any book that I have ever read that has made me cry. Number 21, I'm actually the member of an actual book club. Number 22, I have 3 favorite authors, I guess you could say, and they each write in like a different grade. I love Rick Riordan, who writes middle grade. I love Marissa Meyer, who writes YA, and Kathy Reichs, who writes adult fiction. Number 23, I actually have like a bookish inspired tattoo. My tattoo says "always," which is from the Harry Potter series, and then I have the 3 birds, which are for my children, but I got them inspired by the Divergent series because I loved Triss's tattoo of the birds on her collarbone. Bookish fact number 4, I actually really hate watching book to movie adaptations because I feel like they always ruin the book and they are more annoying to me than enjoyable. And the last bookish fact, number 25, is even though I am a huge fan of YA and is what I read most of the time, there are plenty of authors who are very popular that I have not read any books by. Alexandra Bracken, Cassandra Clare, Sarah J. Maas, Marie Lu. These are just a few of some of the most popular authors, and I have not read any of their books. So those are 25 bookish facts about me. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave me a like or a comment down below. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more by me, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!